Hey everybody, welcome to Friendship Shaving for an unboxing video. I've bought some items that I want to share with you, and also I've got a gift box that I'm really excited about, so we will be opening that today as well, and we're going to save the most exciting part till last. So that will be the box that I've received in the post. Let me show you a couple of little things that I've purchased lately. Now I have a little purple Gillette case that I've bought. It doesn't have a razor with it, and you can see the outside of the case is pretty battered. Now, just like to thank everyone online that has helped with my inquiries into this razor box. It is apparently a box from a Gillette Excelsior, which is made in England. And, well, it's purple, as you can see, rather than the black Bulldog box from 1918, which is the usual style for this kind of case. Now, the covering on here, it's going to sound very strange, but it feels like it's paper. Now, I've cleaned it a little bit with some saddle soap. I got a small, well, actually it's quite a big pot of saddle soap from eBay for £2. So I've cleaned it with that. It got a heck of a lot of dirt off, but it's, whatever this is, it's very dry, and I don't think it's leather, you know. Anyway, the clasp is all working. The material is attached at the back, so the lid works perfectly, and inside, if I open it up, it's in remarkable condition inside. So obviously it has been closed for a long time, but now I'm looking for the correct razor to go in this, and made in England, so presumably it will be a British razor. It will be a single ring razor. I would really like to do something with this case, because you get it in a certain light, it does look a bit battered. The edges are worn a little bit. I'd like to put just a little bit of colour into this, but of course, being purple, I don't want to put the wrong colour into it. So any suggestions, I'd be very grateful. And if you've ever seen one of these, or you've got one of these, perhaps you might be able to tell me what razor goes inside it, because I'm on the lookout. So that's the first thing. I was pleased with that, very pleased with that. It was a little more expensive than I imagined, but it was still a good price. Now, I've got another Gillette item that really is going to need a lot of work. This one has come from France. And it is a small set. Let me just show you. That would go on there. Normally, like that. It has Gillette written on it. I have never ever seen one of these before. Now, I'd like to put some colour back into this, and if you have any suggestions as to how I might do that without obscuring or damaging the Gillette name at the top here, I would be very grateful. I have put, let me take that off, a little saddle soap in the back. The dirt goodness me, the dirt had come off. That has helped a little bit, because the back looked very much like the front. So maybe that is the way to go. In the light you can see, you know, when I look at it, I can see that this is pretty scuffed. But it opens, it's very strange. It looks like it's just glued on to here, and yet, you know, if I hold it in place, I mean, you can plainly see that ridge all the way around there, which doesn't show on the back. And I'm a little bit confused by that. It does look like it was just glued on. The zip is dirty. It's obviously not been kept in a good place. And inside, there we are, you can see the lining there. Now that feels like a piece of paper. Logically, I'm thinking that can't be paper. I mean, that really cannot be paper. But that is exactly, well, it feels like material when I rub it, but maybe it's just a very, very thin piece of very, very dry leather. But I will have to replace that. Can you see up this side here? There was some stitching by the looks of it. You can see the marks left there. I think that's what that is, but I'm not 100% sure. It seems to be firmly attached. But, you know, in order to fix that, I will have to take it apart. There's some sort of felt here, purple felt. And then on this bit, we've got some Gillette, French Gillette blades. And in here we have an incredibly dirty fat-handled tech, which is British made. I don't know if you can see, but one side of this part here is separating from the handle slightly. I'm unsure how to go about pressing that back together. I don't know how that'll clean up, guys, I'll be honest with you. The case is pulling apart here. It's not torn, it just looks like it's stretched, and obviously there is some sort of piece in here that is shaped for all the items. So, I mean, I'm just looking at that. Can you see in there? It looks like right in here is a piece of fiberboard or something. It looks like this piece is resting right down there, right at the bottom there, on a piece of board or something. So this will have to come off. This has got the same material as the top. So there we are. That is my other little project, which is I have to say it's looking a bit dire at the moment, but that was €10, so quite a bit less than £10, and I feel that if I can rescue that, then I will have something worthwhile. So that's why I've got it. And any ideas how I can even begin to go about rescuing that, I'd be very, very grateful indeed. I think actually that the material around the zip could be purple. Anyway, those are the two items that I've bought recently for myself. Now, I have a box here, waiting to be opened. It has been kindly sent from Scott in Arizona, and Scott, thank you so much for getting in touch with me and for sending this box through. Now, I kind of know what's in it because Scott told me he was sending me a box, and then once he'd sent it, he wrote a few things down for me. So, but it is a true unboxing. I am going to, using my special knife, just split the tape there. And we will begin to get into this box. Did I say Arizona just a minute ago? It's Alabama. I can't remember what I said, but if I said Arizona, my apologies, it's Alabama. Goodness me. Now we have some packing beads, and we have some items. I'm very, very excited about this. There is another box in here. I've got a little letter, very nice indeed, a personal letter. I hope this note finds you happy and well. Well, I won't tell you because it will tell you what's in the boxes. That letter really had me there. So, now I don't think there's anything in there except for beads. So we're going to open this further little box first. So the first item is a lovely soap from PAA, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. It is the original Coconut Bay with lime. There we are. Picture of a mermaid. Now that smells nice. It smells coconutty. You won't be surprised to learn. There's the pour. Yes, I like that. I do like that. I'm getting a lot more than just coconut, but at the moment the coconut is the predominant scent. God, really nice. I'm certainly looking forward to using that. Thank you, Scott, for putting that in. Now, let me put my box over there, out of the way of the camera. So we have two items here. Everything is very, very well packed up. I know what that is. We'll just leave that for a moment. Now, let's get into this. Are we in yet? Struggling a little bit with this one. Ah, there's a hole in the end. We're nearly there. There's more wrapping. This is brilliant. It is a proper unboxing this time. Goodness me. Okay, we're just going to put that there for the moment, and I will open the other package as well before we get started. Then everything is open. I'm at the point now where I just want to begin tearing, but I will restrain myself. Okay, so I've got two brushes here. Now we'll pop out the first one. Wow, look at that. That is a beautiful brush. It's certainly, it looks a big brush. And this is a Grizzly Bay Brush, and it has a Venturian knot, which apparently is very dense. There we are, there's a coin at the bottom. That is a very, very nice brush indeed. God, beautiful. Now, Scott is going over to synthetics. So he's sent me a couple of his badger brushes. And well, that is quite a lovely brush indeed, and that may go up for giveaway at some point, but I will have to use it first. Apparently the knot on that one is quite dense and it doesn't like giving up the lather, and I think it's the density of the knot that causes that to happen. I know I've had the odd brush or two that has happened to. I've been very careful here. Now that is a Grizzly Bay Brush. No, I've got it wrong. I beg your pardon. Let me try that again. This is an Elite Razor brush. Of course it is. It says so on the bottom. This is a beautiful brush. This has got a high mountain white knot, and Scott says it's the best badger knot that he's ever used. So, and that really is a beautiful, beautiful brush. Now this one is the Grizzly Bay Brush, and this one has the very dense Venturian knot. Quite a novel shape on the handle, quite like that. Get your hand or your finger and your thumb in there. This is the one that is very dense and doesn't like giving up the lather. So it is dense as well, so we might have a play with that. And well, we'll be having a play and using on both of them. That is for sure. So there we are. Two lovely, lovely brushes there. Now there is something else just over here that I'm really, really excited to show you. Now let me just remove the tape that's holding it together before I bring it out over the top of the counter. Oh, come on, tape. I think this is sort of surgical tape or something. It doesn't want to come off, let's put it that way. Can you see there? No, you've got giving it away if I put it up there. Guys, I can't get this tape off. I don't want to press very hard at all. I'll tell you what, I'm going to split that with my thumbnail. There we are now. What I have here, and you may have seen already, is that I have a Gillette Fat Boy in its case. And Scott says the case isn't perfect, but I tell you what, it looks pretty good to me. There is a piece snapped off that snaps that into place, but it sits, as you can see, it sits perfectly there. Now, Scott noticed that when I was shaving with the fat guy, I said that I didn't have a fat boy. So Scott has very kindly sent me a lovely fat boy razor, and it really is heavy compared to the fat guy. It really is a different feel entirely. It opens beautifully. Look at that, that's beautiful. And the only thing I'm going to do to that is to paint the numbers back in. And that is an easy peasy 2-second job. And that is fantastic. So Scott, thank you very, very much indeed. I'm over the moon to have my first fat boy. And it comes with a case with the correct blades, I believe. There we are, the Gillette Super Blue blades. But this is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I will give that a little clean, and I don't want to knock anything over. Can you see where the paint has rubbed off the Gillette? I will do my best to re-put that in and make it nice and bright. Do you know that case? It's just, I expected it to be all wobbly, you know, not wobbly, but loose. It fits really, really well. Scott, that's a fantastic gift. Thank you so much. I'm very appreciative of this. And it's just awesome. So, you know, thank you so much for your gifts. And what I'm going to do now, oh, there's a little crack on the box there. Yeah, a little bit of glue. That'll just pull that together there. Beautiful. So there we are. That is the items I've got to show you today. And what we are going to do in just a moment is go and have a shave with those 3 items right there. The coconut base soap, the Fat Boy, which is from, what have we got here? It's E2, so the second quarter of 1959. Second quarter of 1959. And I want to post this video up, but I'll see you in literally just a moment for a shave. See you very shortly. Scott, thank you, mate. Really, really appreciate it. See you in a moment. Bye-bye now.